everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week, a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff, and I upload all the time. So I hope you consider subscribing and joining our little adventure family here. And today I have a little chatty get ready with me. I put on this makeup look, really digging it, feels very fall vibes, and my hair is looking nice and curly, loving it. So yeah, we chat about a little bit about everything. I talk mostly about our Disney trip and what happened to it. So yeah, if you want to see me put on some makeup and chit chat, let's just get right into it. All right, hopefully my son doesn't cry. He is refusing his nap right now. I'm gonna start off with the Live Tinted Hue Glow in the shade Dawn. But he is refusing his nap today because I had to drive my husband to base because he's out of town for just like the week. By the time you see this, he'll be back. But I had to drive him to base and then obviously drive home with the baby. And he fell asleep on the way there and on the way home. So his nap schedule was a little off. I let him like stay up a little bit longer when we got back. But I still want him to try to get this nap in. And he's refusing it a little bit. So hopefully he falls asleep. It looks like he's pretty close to falling asleep. So we'll see. All right, and then I'm gonna put some SPF on because I like to put that Hue Glow stuff underneath my SPF. I think this should be up after my monthly favorites, and I talk about this a little bit in my monthly favorites. So if you're curious more about that, definitely go check out my monthly favorites. I'm gonna use the Kinship SPF, the Self Reflect one. Again, if you're curious about that, I talked about that in my favorites recently too. But also, my skin is looking really, really good lately. I have like one pimple up here, but other than that, it feels really smooth and it feels really glowy lately. So if you're curious about my nighttime routine, let me know and I'll make a video. I think I'm gonna film it this week anyway. My morning skincare routine is also already up on my channel if you're curious about it. But I think I'm gonna film my nighttime skincare routine this week because I've been doing something a little different. It's kind of gone back to like the way it was before I was pregnant. But yeah, if you're curious, I think I'm gonna film it this week. So definitely subscribe, stay tuned, and it should be up soon. So the first big thing I want to talk about while I'm getting ready is Disney, our Disney trip, what happened. So I know I've been talking about this Disney trip for a while and we were all super excited about it. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have the shade Nude Ivory. We were all super excited about it, and then Hurricane Ian became a thing. Oh, I forgot my sponge. I might have to go get that wet really quick. So let me go get my sponge wet really quick, and then I'll come back to tell you about what happened with our trip. Okay. So we had planned our trip. We were supposed to get in on Wednesday. And we saw the hurricane was coming. It looked like it wasn't gonna really hit Central Florida too bad. It looks like they were gonna get out of bands. So we decided to keep our trip planned. And we even made a rental car thing in Atlanta. We had a layover in Atlanta from Denver. And we thought worst case scenario, we have to drive from Atlanta to Orlando, which we've done before because we used to live in Georgia. So we thought, worst case scenario, we drive and we make it there later than we expected, but we'd still make it to Disney in Orlando. And then the path shifted, everything closed, and obviously we weren't gonna make it to Florida. And we couldn't really shift our dates back at all because of Matt's leave and stuff like that. That's just the way the military works. We couldn't really change our dates at all. So as I got closer, I think it was the Monday night before, we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do. It was definitely gonna make a direct hit towards Central Florida. It had, like I said, changed paths. So Matt's parents had already driven down to Florida because Matt's sister, Matt's my husband if you're new here, Matt's sister actually lives outside Orlando. And so they actually had already driven down and they had turned around and left. Like they dropped what they needed to off at Matt's sister's house and turned around and left to go home before the storm came in. My parents, so my mom, my dad, and my dad's wife, we were all trying to like figure out what we could do instead because we had already purchased plane tickets, you know, all that stuff. Luckily, we got our money back for our flights. Our hotel let us cancel because obviously the hurricane. We still have to call Disney about our tickets because we have military tickets. So they actually expire at the end of the year, like December 16th or something. They have blackout dates for military tickets from December 16th to like January 1st or something like that. I'm going to use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. So we still have to call to get our tickets extended into next year or get them transferred to like normal tickets or whatever. But we just haven't done that yet. So we all were kind of like scrambling. And originally we thought, you know what, let's go to Disneyland. We had already, you know, had a Disney trip planned. My oldest brother actually lives in LA, so it'd be a good chance for him to meet David. He still hasn't met my son. My brothers both haven't met my son. It's just we all have crazy lives and live all over the country, so it's just one of those things. So we thought, you know, we'll go to LA, we'll see my brother, we'll go to Disneyland. But it just got to be so stressful and so expensive last minute that we decided to nix that plan as well and just have my family come here. And we ended up spending the weekend in Breckenridge. I'll actually put a couple clips in here from our weekend in Breckenridge. We just kind of hung out. We were able to take the dog, which was nice because boarding is expensive, and also we just like hate leaving our dog. Like if we could take him everywhere with us, we would, but that's expensive and not very realistic. So we took him with us. We went on hikes. We saw the aspens changing colors, which was gorgeous. We actually got there like right at the peak of aspens changing for like Vail Pass and Breckenridge, and it was gorgeous. We've actually never gone up to the mountains in the fall to see the aspens change. So that was actually really fun. We ate good food, we hung out, we shopped, you know, it was a good time. I was definitely like, for me, it was hard. I have really bad anxiety, if you guys don't know. So it was hard for me to like deal with all that. I had been like stressed about the Disney trip for like a week. I'm going to use the Fit Me loose powder. I like wasn't sleeping well. I was having like back and neck issues because I was just like tossing and turning all night. And it wasn't a great like week for me. And so when we ended up having to cancel, it was just like really, like I felt disappointed. Not because obviously I wasn't going to try to make it to Florida in a hurricane. That's like insane. I understand that like this was the best option for us, but it doesn't make it any less disappointing because like I had been planning this for so long and I was so excited, and Disney's just one of my favorite places. And so it was disappointing for that reason. And so like we had tons of fun in Breckenridge, but I'm definitely still a little sad and disappointed we didn't make it to Disney. I think we're going to try to go in the spring instead, which will be super fun. Hopefully we can like find a time in between spring break, it's President's Day, I think, in February, and spring break. There's like a little window there. We're hoping we can make it then before like the crazy spring break crowds. Because we had actually picked like the perfect time to go to Disney. I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I know this packaging is like super old. I got this right before they changed the packaging, and it's powder, so I'm keeping it. We actually like planned the perfect time to go to Disney though, because it was right before Indigenous People Day, Columbus Day, whatever it is now. So we like got there before that crowd and before all the holiday crowds, so like all the Halloween and the Christmas time. Like we had picked kind of the perfect time to go. It was like really low crowds. The wait times have been really low. So we were really excited because it was going to be like the perfect time to go to Disney. We were like planned it perfectly. Revenge travel was kind of over, and it just seemed like the absolute perfect time, but you know, it just didn't work out, and we're all safe. Matt's sister was fine, their house was fine, everything, you know, so they got really lucky too. And you know, we're just happy everyone in our family is safe, and you know, we got to spend some time together. We got to see their grandson and all that stuff. So overall it was, you know, it worked out, but I'm still like I said, kind of disappointed and looking forward to when we can actually make it to Disney. So like I said, hopefully we can make it in like late winter, early spring, I think is what we're aiming for. But before spring break crowds, that's kind of the goal. So, but it was fun. Like I said, we had a ton of fun in Breckenridge. Seeing the aspens change was really, truly beautiful. Like I said, we'd never seen them before, and now I want to go every year. I'm going to use the Mented blush in Clay Too Much. I love this blush. I really should put this in my everyday makeup bag because it's so pretty. But yeah, so that's kind of what happened with that Disney trip. Like I said, definitely disappointing and sad, but not much we can do about it, you know? It happens. It's part of planning a trip to Florida. You know what I mean? That time of year, hurricanes happen, and you know, it is what it is. I don't remember what else I wanted to talk about. Honestly, it was mostly the Disney trip thing because it was just like I said, I've been like building it up and I was so excited about it. I'm going to use the Becca. I know Becca now, like Smashbox makes some Becca products, and I think they make the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, pretty sure. But that's what this is, so I'm going to use that. Mine's broken to all get out, but I still use it because it's gorgeous and it was expensive and I like it. I tried repairing it once and it did not work, so you know, that's what it is. But it's starting to finally feel sort of like fall. Breckenridge honestly made me like so ready for fall weather. I'm like, can't wait. Now, it's still like semi-warm where we live. We live like over in the Front Range in Colorado Springs sort of area. And I honestly cannot wait till it gets like super chilly. Like this sweater is not appropriate for today. It's supposed to be like 75 here today. But yeah, I'm like so excited because I got some cute fall clothes. I actually talk about a couple of the fall things I got and my favorites too, including the sweater and a pair of jeans. And I just ordered a couple things from Free People at Aerie. I'm ready for the fall, ready for a little bit cooler weather. I love the summer, believe me, but sometimes it can last a little bit too long. By the end, I'm like, okay, I'm ready not to have to shave my legs every day and, you know, wear shorts. Ready for some cooler weather where I can wear leggings and a sweatshirt all day. But definitely isn't quite there yet where I live, but we're getting closer. We're definitely like out of the 80s, which is nice. Because when we left for Breckenridge, we still had some 80s going on, which I was not feeling. And in spirit of a fall look, I'm actually using the Naked Urban Decay Wild West palette. I think I'm going to do an all matte sort of like warm fall sort of look because I'm so excited about fall. So I'm going to start with a combination of Spur and Nudie, these two down here, and just kind of sweep that all over my lid. But yeah, we're really excited for everything coming up. Like I said, Matt's gone for just a few days. And I think we're going to take David to a pumpkin patch when he gets back. Because we have not yet taken him, and I'm so excited to take him. And we actually end up planning another trip soon to go to my best friend's baby shower. I'm so excited. And she's having a little girl. I'm so excited for her. So we're gonna go to her baby shower, and her husband's having a diaper party. I never heard of a diaper party before. So Matt's going to that. I'm gonna go to the baby shower, but we're taking the baby with us so he can meet my best well, our best friends. This is the couple. You've seen them on here before. It's Marissa and Caleb. They've actually introduced me and Matt, so they are like pivotal in our lives. I'm gonna use Ghost Town in the crease. Actually, I'm gonna put Ghost Town all over my lid, including my crease. I'm just gonna kind of sweep that everywhere. So we're really excited to see them. We haven't seen them since my baby shower, so it's gonna be almost a year since we've seen them, which is crazy. Usually we see them a lot sooner than that, but you know, with a newborn and then obviously her being pregnant, we just haven't found the right time. So this is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. So we have that coming up, which will be fun. And then for the holidays, we're just staying home. For me, it's really important that David, our son, is home for his first holidays. Just, you know, to make some memories for us and to start making traditions and all that stuff. So we might have family come out and see us, but we're not going anywhere for the holidays. We're gonna stay home and, like I said, build some of our own traditions, which for me, I feel like is really important. And for Matt too, like we've talked about it, we want to build traditions of our own. So we're excited though. It should be fun. We don't have a ton planned, but we're really excited. All right, and then I'm gonna take whiskey and just put a little bit on that outer, like third of my lid and into my crease, just a little bit, like right in there. Just swirl it in, just to deepen that outer edge a little bit. But that's kind of our plans for the rest of the year. I can't believe like we're already in fall and towards the latter half of the year. It's just like crazy to me. Like I can't believe I'm already talking about the holidays. But it's all coming up. I mean, Halloween's soon, and then it'll be Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. I can't believe it. And then, oh my gosh, and then David will be 1. I'm like, where did the time go? David's already like crawling and standing, like not standing up, but he pulls himself up on everything. And it's just, I was putting away baby clothes the other day and I was like, oh my God, he was so small. And Matt was like, yeah, he's like 10 pounds heavier now. I'm like, I know, but still, I can't believe how fast the time went. Like, seriously, it was just yesterday I was bringing this teeny tiny little baby home in the snow. And now here we are. I'm just gonna blend those a little bit with the brush I used initially. Just give that all a nice good mix. Just really make it nice and blended. And someone is texting me. So that's all. I'm gonna do something on my lower lash. So I'm just gonna take Ghost Town and just run that under my lash line, my lower lash line. Now I'm really feeling like fall. This is definitely like one of my go-to fall looks. Just like a matte, warm kind of brown red eye look. I just think it's such like an easy, classic, simple fall look, and it'll look good no matter what. I forgot to grab mascara and eyebrow stuff, so I'm gonna throw on some setting spray first and then do that. So I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. Stuff's amazing. Just spray a ton on. And I like to take my sponge too and just kind of tap all that in. I really wanted to see how that Hugo looked underneath a more matte foundation. That's the reason I used that foundation today. And so far, it's looking gorgeous. That Hugo stuff is just so good. Oh, my God, mascara and stuff. All right, for my eyebrows, I think I'm gonna go in just the Essence Make Me Brow. My eyebrows have been looking really full and like nice lately, so I haven't really been using a pencil to fill them in too much. Just mostly like a tinted brow sort of thing, just to give them a little bit extra color and a little bit of fluff, but nothing crazy. And honestly, I haven't done like a full face of like this in a while. I keep just doing my everyday makeup routine, which is in my everyday makeup skincare video. So if you're curious about what I've been using every day, I will leave that down below. But I've just been liking like the really like natural, easy, clean, takes me 5 minutes look. Just, it's way easier when you're a mom. I'm gonna use the Morphe Make It Big mascara. This isn't my favorite mascara, but I'm liking it more the more it dries out. So give me a second, I need to concentrate. Okay. This eye tends to be clumpier, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. This eye is always way clumpier than this eye. I don't know why. Yeah, I like it a little bit better, but like this one eye just gets like extra clumpy with this mascara, and I don't know why. This eye's like always slightly clumpier than the other one, but like with this mascara, it's like really obvious and it's annoying. And I don't like having to wait for a mascara to like dry out. It's like not my thing. All right, and then quickly for lips, I'm gonna use a little bit of the Mented lip liner in Foxy. Oh, this is so pretty and I haven't had a chance to use it that much, so. It's so smooth, like it glides on so easily. Like I definitely want more of these ones because they're so nice. I'm just gonna fill in the corners a little bit. Just gonna use my finger just to on that a little bit. That's not quite as harsh. And I'm just gonna put a lip gloss sort of thing over it. I'm gonna use the NYX Slip Tease. This is the shade Decadent. I think it's gonna go pretty good with this. These are pretty pigmented, so. That worked pretty well, actually. That's kind of the color I was going for. It's a little bit like browner of a pink. Oops. And of course I mess it up immediately. Good. I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer, just a teeny tiny bit, and just fix up what I messed up. In there a little bit. This is why I hardly ever do super pigmented lipsticks, because I tend to mess it up. And then I don't know if I'm making it better or worse. So. All right, I don't want to mess with it too much, but that looks horrible. This is just an adventure all of a sudden. I was doing really well as of right now. There, that looks better. There we go. All right, so that's gonna be the whole look. I'm gonna pop on some jewelry after this. But yeah, this is gonna be it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me and chit-chatting with me. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We would love to have you join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I will see you in our next adventure. Bye.